An hour later, my phone rings, and it was my producer who I was working with. She goes, EMF called, and they want you to do a music video for them. I'm like, for Search and Destroy? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, what? That was the best call.
Welcome. We are Neil,
Luke and Dave.
340-somethings reminiscing on the runners and riders of 90s guitar music.
We look at the bands who soundtracked our youth on both sides of the pond and interview some of our heroes from the bands that defined a generation.
You'll hear about the good, the bad and the ugly of 90s guitar music.
This podcast is Stupid and Contagious. Episode 128 of the Stupid and Contagious podcast. We got Steve Payne on later, who's a photographer. Good little chat we have with him on his boat in Malta. So stick around for that later on. Before that, what's been going? Luke, is it cold over there?
It's freezing today. Yeah, the temperature's plunged like 10 degrees since yesterday.
I
guess it's not that cold. It's not that cold. It's just cold compared to what it has been. It's like, let me have a look, 3 degrees at the moment.
That's nothing.
Feels like -4 because of the wind. I just got home like a few minutes ago. Rode home in the wind. It was cold on the bike. Cold on the bike. I tell you.
What else been going on? I can guess you've been listening to music and reading some fucking books.
I have indeed. I've been binging on the Mesthetics this week. If you know them,
Should we?
no, not really. It's basically Brendan and Joe, like the rhythm section from Fugazi. They
Okay, yeah. So if
they
you
got a band. It's them and another guy. It's like instrumental, like jazz tinged kind of post-hardcore.
I'm like Johnny, aren't I? I'm like Johnny.
Well, here's the thing, right? So their
like
first two albums, they're just them like playing this like instrumental kind of post-hardcore kind of music with a tiny, tiny hint of kind of a jazz tinge. And then a couple of years ago, they released an album with like a full-on like saxophonist jazz guy, Brandon Lewis. And it's on like Impulse Records, like the legendary jazz label, like a proper like serious jazz label. And it's an incredible album, man. So
I mean, I love a bit of sax, just jazz. It's just...
man, I think you'd like it. You can't not like the Mesthetics, man. So they've got a new album coming out next month, and I was excited about that. So I've been re-listening to all the old stuff, basically, in preparation.
You put it on the playlist.
I will indeed, yeah.
Any books or anything?
A couple of books, yeah. Lots of running. I've been on the running machine a lot. 5K a day, every day.
Stop it.
Well, not every day. Most days.
You've only got little legs as well.
I know. It takes me longer.
It's like 10K for Neil.
Oh, good.
Because you're on the running machine, right? So you set the speed. So it just takes that long, right?
What speed do you have?
I'm not particularly fast. I do like 11 kilometers an hour.
Fucking
or 10.5 or 11. 10 or 11.
That's my top speed.
I mean, me too. I don't go any, but don't go above it. I just keep it at that.
But if I was doing 100 meters, I don't think I'd manage 11.
You've both got little legs.
Oh, you would. You get into the rhythm, man.
Luke's got hollow bones like a bird.
That's true.
Is that true?
I think so.
Hollow bones.
Yeah.
That's why I weigh so little. Yeah.
Dave, what's been going on in your...
Oh, man. I was
phone?
racking my brains before, thinking something must have happened.
Is that why your hair looks so mad? Because your brain
did you have a wash?
so
the
hard.
rocking. Yeah.
Did you have a what?
Yeah, have you had a shower yet, you dirty bastard?
I had one yesterday.
That wasn't the first one, was it?
No, but yeah, I need to sort that out.
Are they still intermittent?
Yeah, it's just because my exercise regime's just gone out the window.
Get back
You
on
just
there.
start exercising again. Yeah.
Start
I
running
know, I
again.
will.
It's
Get around
not
that
it's
reservoir.
sunny out there today.
It's
Go
nice.
and take a run around that reservoir. So nothing. You got nothing. No Berwick news and nothing.
Well, actually, I finished a book. It's quite an interesting book about eels.
Go on.
But I've been reading this same book
the
for about
band.
6
Not
months.
the band, just eels.
Not the band. No, the animal.
What did you
The
learn?
fish.
Tell us something that we don't know about eels.
Did you know that every eel you might find in a river in England, they will all go to the Sargasso Sea when they're ready to breed?
Wow.
Right, it's quite an interesting eel fact.
Another one is if you stop them, like there was an eel stuck in a well for a long time. They can just live almost indefinitely. So this eel in the well was 100 years old because they just don't age until they get that chance to go to the Sargasso Sea.
Hang on, so they get to the Sargasso Sea and then all of a sudden they age?
It's
Well,
like
yeah, they
cocoon.
breed and then they die.
Like reverse cocoon.
Yeah, they basically stay like a juvenile.
Well, why would they go to the Sargasso Sea then if they're just...
if they can hold off aging, why would they bother going?
Well, because that urge to reproduce is probably the strongest urge in any animal, isn't it?
So they're loads of 100-year-olds reproducing in the Sargasso Sea.
Well, not loads. Normally it would be some years, but
he's got stuck in a well,
Who's
Neil.
this old fella?
Yeah.
Who's this old fella coming down trying to join the party? Oh.
It's like that terrible M. Night Shyamalan, that terrible film a couple of years ago where that happened. Yeah, it's like that. Huh, that is interesting.
An eel got stuck in a well.
An eel got stuck in a well. It's quite a journey.
It's good. What's this book called if people want to find it?
Oh,
Eels?
It's got eels in the title. I can't remember the title now.
Is it called Eel Communication? That's a Beastie Boys reference.
That would be good.
Not called that. No.
I was trying to think of something funnier. That's the best I could come up with.
Oh, that's quite good. You're quite quick. Oh shit! Now it's my turn, and I'm the same as Dave. I'm just trying to think what's been going on. Well, I'm back from Lanzarote into the greyness of England. But
have you been scooping up all of the goods that have washed ashore on Seaford Beach? I heard there was like container ships full of onions and shit.
Really?
I haven't been down there yet. But
and cans of canned food and stuff like that. And big bags of onions, all washed up.
Not big bags of onions, is it?
Yes, massive sacks of them.
Your standard sack,
isn't it? You're not allowed legally. You're not allowed to take stuff off if it comes onto the beach, are you? It's still owned by I think it's still owned by someone, not you, basically.
I guess so. Go and pop in, see my mum and have a cup of tea and scoop up some onions.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. No, just been catching up on stuff, trying to grow the podcast as usual.
That's it. Oh, I watched quite an interesting film last night. I got a tip off from listener John. It's called Freaky Tales. It's only like 2024 or something, but it's like set in 1987, and it's got like these 4 stories that kind of interweave at the end. And
Freaky Tales.
The reason I'm bringing it up is because the first part is set in Gilman Street and it's exactly what Jesse described, man. It's basically the punks against the skinheads, against the Nazis.
And
it's
that's
pretty much
film.
exactly. And that's like the whole first part of the film. It's like them kind of beating the skinheads. And it's done like the way they show Gilman Street. It's exactly how I pictured it and how it's in the photos and stuff, and exactly how Jesse described the situation. Man, it's really well done. Oh, the rest of it was a bit weird. It's a really kind of quirky little film, but it had like Pedro Pascal in it. There was a cameo from Tom Hanks in it for some reason. It's a weird film. Yeah. There you go.
Freaky
Tales.
Freaky what? Freaky Tales.
Tales, stories. Not the best film ever, but an interesting one, interesting.
Now Stranger Things is finished. Got to find something to fill the time, haven't we? So
there you go. Check it out. Punks versus Nazis. It's good stuff.
All right, so let's get into this week's podcast episode with Paney, as he's known amongst friends. All right, so if you are watching this, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, get involved in the comments, and if you're listening, then please do rate, review, and share it with your friends so that they can find the podcast. You can sponsor the podcast, Stupid and Contagious podcast at gmail.com if you want to sponsor an episode. If you're a band, merch seller, record store, send us an email and we'll talk about you on the show. We have merch. I was going to go like that, but this isn't our T-shirt. We have got T-shirts. I sent one out yesterday, actually. Go to our store, Generic Indie Tees for girls and boys. Go and have a look. You can get a mug, Stupid and Contagious mug. Dave, you got yours?
Not on me, but I can say that
not got it.
They go well in the dishwasher. Dishwasher's fine.
Oh, I don't do that. It'll all come
Doesn't
off.
destroy the enamel.
Right. There you go. Dishwasherable as well. Paney. Luke, have you done a little.
Oh, I've just got a
thing?
few scrawled notes. I've got a few scrawled notes. So here we go. Paney, Stephen J. Payne, born in Torquay, and he talks about it in the interview. But yeah, moved to London
Been to
as a
Torquay?
young man.
Did we get a Torquay one?
Paynton, which is close.
Yeah, that's
Paynton, it's
close,
near.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Right.
It's
Yeah.
all part of the
Close.
Devon Riviera,
That's
exactly.
right. The English Riviera,
Yeah.
it's called, isn't it?
as they
English
call
Riviera.
it.
Some people do. Yeah, moved to London as a young man, working as a courier, a bicycle courier. He talks about it in the interview. And one day he just
What
decided
was
to
that
become a
program? Sorry
photographer.
to keep cutting in, but what was that program about the bike couriers? A kids
I don't
program.
know.
Come
Kids
on.
program.
Dodger
Wasn't it
Bonzo and the
Press Gang?
rest.
I don't
Do you
think
remember
that
that?
was it Press Gang. Didn't they have
No.
bike couriers on them?
Press Gang? I don't remember bike couriers.
That was
No.
about journalists.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but I don't specifically remember a program. Get involved in the comments if you can remember about bike couriers around that time.
Rings
know
a
it.
bell. I don't think you're completely mad.
Don't look at me like an idiot. When the comments go mad with people saying it's this, then you know
Sure.
there was definitely a program. Anyway, carry on. Bike courier.
All right. Yeah, one day just decided to be a photographer in 1983. So he did. Again, I won't spoil the interview, but he started working for Sounds magazine, also worked for Record Mirror, a magazine called You, which I've never heard of, Evening Standard, Enemy, Melody Maker, you name it. He was working, taking photos, live photos, band photos, etc. He moved to America in the early to mid 90s, continuing, again, working for bands, also doing a lot of video work, which we talk about quite a lot in the interview. So lots of video work for bands, as well as taking photos. And he worked with basically many people. We talk about a few of them in the interview, but he photographed Lemmy and Ozzy, Sex Pistols, Steve Jones and John Lydon, Sepultura, recent guest Candlebox, Björk, a young Björk, Henry Rollins, Killer Mike, Robin Williams, Elon Musk, the Cardiacs, James Atkin from EMF, Tom Jones, and Noddy Holder, among many. And each one has got a story behind them. So we talk about a few of them in the interview coming up. And yeah, he basically lived in America for 27 years. As he explains in the interview, in 2019, his mum got sick. And in January 2020, he bought a boat. It's an 11-meter, 9-ton boat, by the way. And set sail. Did my research.
He's done his research.
Do my research.
He does.
And set sail, and without knowing anything about how to sail, and ended up basically off the coast of Malta. And he's got a YouTube channel, Jaywalking the World, where he documents his adventures on his boat.
It's good.
And,
I was about to watch yesterday.
Oh, really?
It's fun. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. And a website with all his photos and stuff. And yeah, really interesting guy with loads of cool stories, which you're about to hear in a minute. That's Paney, Stephen Payne.
All right. Let's have a listen to the interview and we'll come back afterwards. Here's Steve Payne, or Paney to his friends. Enjoy. Steve, thanks so much for coming on. Where are you zooming in from? Somewhere in Malta, aren't you?
Malta, yeah. It's a little it's a little sort of Bay Creek area just north of Valletta. Valletta's the capital.
Oh, wow.
Here's the good thing is I could be in a marina, but you pay 5,000 to 6,000 euros a year to be in the marina.
Yeah.
Whereas here I'm on a mooring buoy and it's free. It's just, it costs nothing. It's much better, apart from tomorrow when there's a storm coming in. It's coming in from the east, and there's going to be 6-meter waves just over there. So I am going in the marina because I'm a big pussy.
Sure.
You don't mind paying a bit.
I have a good relationship with the marina. I've done favors for them, and so I don't think they're even going to charge me, which is great.
Brilliant.
Wow. So, I mean, before we get into everything else, how come you ended up living on a boat in Malta?
I don't.
It happens, right?
I lived, whatever, It's like a pinball machine. You just go bounce around and then beep, and then you end up in Malta.
That's it.
I was living in LA and, we had Trump the first term and it wasn't good. And I was bitching about Trump to my mother. Yeah, don't get me
Fucking
started.
hell.
No.
Yeah, we
And,
could do a whole hour on that.
Oh, we could do a week on that. It's without stopping. And then it's like I'm like I was talking to my mum, and she's like, "Well, why don't you just come back to England?" And I'm like, she was 90 at the time, and I'm like, I should probably go. No, 91. I should probably go back because the idea of her being alone and dying, you know, it's like, you know. So I was a good son. I went back to England. England's a freaking mess.
No, I've got no desire to go back there at the moment. Anyway,
I'm here, reluctantly.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to Japan 3 times. It's freaking awesome.
It's good. It's good.
It really is. I mean, it's not perfect. There are problems, but overall, it's super nice there. You know. Are you married to a Japanese lady or?
That's a difficult topic. Next question.
Another hour, maybe.
Well, and the rest. So, how does it work, right? So, you said you're on a buoy. Aren't there like rules? Do you need like permission to go to another country? Do you have to like follow the set routes, like an air traffic controller and shit? You can't just go anywhere you want, can you?
I can.
A bit of both. You can in the UK, you can buy a boat and do anything the fuck you want with it, and you're good. No one notices or cares. I think it's just because they don't have the infrastructure to manage it, so they just
can't even investigate a burglary over here. So they really can't. But in France, they because if you're on the French waterways, there's big commercial boats going on it, and they weigh like 10,000 tons. So you've got to know a little bit more. So they require you to do an international certificate of confidence, which means a competence. The international certificate of confidence, no good at all.
I can do it.
Yeah. But no, that one's good because it just teaches you to learn a little bit more about being on a boat. And the rule is you just stay out of the big commercial boats' way. And I went all the way through France, all the way south to the Mediterranean. And when I got to Malta, they speak English here, which is a real bonus.
Right.
I mean, there is a national language, Maltese, and everyone speaks that, but not everyone, but all the people who live here, grew up here, speak it.
Yeah.
But the other people, everyone speaks English, you know, it's great. So you can walk into a shop and ask for something and they speak it English. It's great. So I like all that. They're also kind of, even though they're in the EU, they're kind of slack on the rules.
Okay.
Like, Malta.
I like that.
Sure.
So the way it works is you check in with the immigration police in the port, and they immediately check you back out again because you live on a boat.
So you don't need like a visa, I've got like a residence card. You know, I'm to be legally allowed to stay in the country. Nothing like that. You can just stay on the water as long as you like without having like a residence permit or something. Fuck, that's madness.
Don't we all live on boats?
It's madness.
And it's the Wild West. It's crazy.
It is a little bit, and we don't really talk about it that much because then everyone will come here.
Sure.
Yeah, we won't.
So
put
it's
this
like
out.
it's our little secret.
It'd be like Waterworld. Everyone's just gonna be living on the sea.
It's a great film.
It's not, Neil. It's not.
Great film. It's such a good film.
It's awful.
It's a good drinking film. There's like various Waterworld drinking games you can play.
Oh, sure. You're allowed to drink drive on a boat.
The rule of thumb with boats is don't be a king idiot.
Yeah.
If you got pulled over and you were obviously drunk, they'd ticket you. In the French canals, you know, you can be swigging from a bottle of fine French wine and cruise past. No one cares. No one cares. It's almost
a bit of wine and cheese.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh, France is glorious. I freaking love France.
Same.
It's so nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
Amazing.
Wow.
Amazing. All right. Before we talk about your career, can we find out a little bit about you in terms of music? So when you were growing up, what kind of music were you into?
Anything that John Peel played, you know.
Oh,
It's like
same.
Nice.
Yeah.
if you listen in your head, you can hear that dum, 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 and you're like, oh yeah, 10 o'clock every night.
Sure.
What's going to be, you know? And it's like, oh, and he was playing like Undertones. I mean, I remember when he played the Undertones. He played Teenage Kicks, and he's like, "That's so good. I'm just going to play it again." Boom, just play it again.
Yeah.
And I mean, him and his producer John Waters would just pick the songs they wanted to play, and that was it. The BBC were like, "Just do what you want," and so he did, and that was great. So if John Peel played it, it was probably cool. I never liked The Fall. I didn't understand what he liked about The Fall.
Sure. I mean, I do like a bit of The Fall, but
I understand why other people like him. It's just it's not right. I even dated the fucking keyboard player for a while, Marsha.
Really?
Yeah.
You got to tell the story of that. What do you mean?
Well, you know what dating is. It's like
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
It's like, she's a friend of a friend, and we were all hanging out, and we ended up hanging out a lot and stuff. And she's awesome. She actually always wanted to be a doctor, and when she left The Fall, she went to medical school, and she's now a doctor somewhere in East Anglia. So, Marsha, go Marsha.
Marsha, one of the 1,280 members of The Fall over the years.
I know. You go to Wikipedia, and it's like.
So I mean, were you a punk? Were you like dressing as a punk and stuff like that?
No. I've always just dressed as me. But punk is, punk is not a lifestyle. Punk is an attitude. To me, Barack Obama's a punk. It's like I actually confirmed this with Steve Jones. I was talking to Steve Jones. I was doing a shoot with him. And I'm like, punk is not a lifestyle or a fashion. And he's like, no, it's an attitude. And I'm like, there you go. And I've always said that. It's like, I mean, being here on a boat is it's kind of punk. It's like just doing what you want to do. You don't harm anybody. You're not spitting on them. You're just like, just punk. It's like that.
Yeah. I mean, John Lydon was on Masked Singer. Don't know if that's punk.
John Lydon, the Masked
Singer, wasn't he?
I didn't see that.
No.
Johnny's fun. John's he's an interesting guy.
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy, right?
Well, I'll tell you, John Lydon, I was going around to photograph him or shoot an interview for a TV show called Nevermind the Baubles, which went out on BBC. I don't know how many years ago, and Julian Temple was directing it. And I'd worked with Julian before, and he said, can you shoot this interview with Steve and John separately? I mean, they didn't fall out. They just don't hang out much, And then, so I had to, Steve, we shot up he's got a nice house in Bel Air, and John lives down in Venice Beach. They're both out and about. They don't hide who they are. They just like go out.
See, I told the story before, but I almost saw him. I almost met him in Venice Beach, John Lydon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my brother-in-law went in the shop. Well, my brother-in-law and brother went in the shop to get something, and I stayed on the beach because I was lazy. And John Lydon was in the shop. I missed my chance. That was on Venice Beach. Yeah.
But so I'm driving to his house, and he calls me on the way there, and he goes, "Can you pick up a 6-pack of beer?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Anything?" He goes, "No, whatever you want." So I pick up a 6-pack of beer, and I get to his house, and I give him a beer, and then he goes, I said, here are the beers. He goes, "Oh, no, they're for you, not for me. I don't drink."
I don't know how to interpret that. I like it.
It's just that's kind of like how he is, But he was really nice to work with. He's very cooperative and friendly, and he's just smart. Both him and Steve are smart guys. I mean, Steve's got to be one of the
Jones
greatest.
lives in Bel Air. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's made a lot of money.
Yeah, I guess.
And he rides a Harley. He's normal and down to earth, and just hey, you guys want a coffee? He's like, "Make me coffee and stuff." And he goes, "Do you mind if I just wear my I've got it's like a white dressing gown thing." He goes, "Do I need to get dressed up for this interview?" And I'm like, Julian doesn't mind, I don't mind. So we just did the whole interview in like this bathrobe thing. But I mean, you can just like, he had a way of playing a guitar that was just like different. You know what I mean? It's like Dave Gedge from Wedding Present. It's like you can tell he's playing the guitar. It's like, it's just, they've got a way of making it sound like nobody else. And Jonesy's he's like the best fucking guitarist ever. He's technically very good, you know.
Yeah.
He practiced for years.
Yeah. Oh, they're great. Love the Pistols. Yeah.
But,
so how did you find your way into being a photographer? Did you?
I was working. I moved to. I lived in Torquay, which is that's where people.
No comment. No, Torquay's great.
It's great to go there on holiday. You probably went to Butlins or something nearby. It's just a shit
there, isn't it?
So it was set there, but they only filmed for one day, and it's literally that and Agatha Christie's birthplace is the only thing Torquay is known for. Nothing else.
And you.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what. Roger Deacon, the cinematographer, who's a very famous cinematographer, if not the most famous, he grew up in Torquay as well.
There you go.
That's our
capital of culture. Place. All right.
Yeah. And so I got out of there, moved to London, didn't really have any skills, and I became a motorcycle dispatch rider.
Right.
You know, it's like you're getting on your Honda CX500 every day and riding hundreds of miles. I worked it out one day. I'd done 350,000 miles on motorcycles.
Wow.
I've been on the road. And they all work still. It's like it's a really tough job. You've got to be good. If you want to earn money, you've got to be good at it. You've got to know where you're going, and you've got to know which packages to deliver where and stuff. But I was earning 350 quid back in 1982.
This is pre-sat-nav as well. You had to be on your game.
Oh, God, there's nothing like that. You're on the Thomas Guide. Was it called Thomas Guide? I can't remember. Yeah, you're like looking up streets and stuff. After a couple of years, you get pretty good at knowing how to get places, and you can earn good money. I don't think they do it much anymore, but it was like being a fucking cowboy. You know, you were just like on a motorcycle all day long. You know how to learn. Yeah, you learn how to ride motorcycles safely. You know, it's like you see people doing stupid shit, and you're like, oh no. Yeah, I know they were wrong, but you're dead. You know, so you learn like defensive riding.
Sure,
exactly that.
Yeah, and then some of the clients we had were photographers,
right?
And because this is before digital. They're shooting on transparencies, and they'd be shooting stuff for a client, but they don't know what they've got. So they'd have you standing by to grab a couple of rolls of film, shoot off to Joe's basement on Wardour Street, and then they'd go, okay, got it. And then they'd and they develop them straight away. And then they'd call the photographer and go, give it another quarter stop on whatever, you know? And they'd give them feedback, and then they'd carry on shooting and stuff. Wow. And then you go back to get the next slot and stuff. And I just was like, everyone likes these photographers. That seems like a good job. I'll be a photographer. Because I was already good at taking photographs. I used to borrow my dad's camera, and when we used to collect the pictures from the chemist shop, I could always tell which pictures were mine. And I'm like, so I just was like, I'll just do that. And that was it. I just became a photographer. I'm like, all right, now I'm a photographer. I didn't even own a camera. I just borrowed my friend Gus's camera. And I got business cards printed because that's what you do.
Yeah, man.
And then I called up the Times. I called up the Sun. I called up News of the World. I called all the newspapers. Do you need a photographer? Because why not? And then I'm like,
why not?
all right, they all said
Gotta
no.
give it a
So the
go.
next day I'm like, well, I'll call the music papers because I love going to bands. And I see, God knows how many bands I've seen live, you know, way back to the fucking Dickies and stuff, you know. It's like,
But give us a few more examples of bands you saw back in the day. So Dickies is a good one.
Undertones, I saw a bunch of times.
Nice.
Buzzcocks, I saw Buzzcocks in Plymouth. A band called the Motors. They were great. I saw them a bunch of times. And then, so it was all kind of post-punk stuff.
Yeah.
But really good. It was like just around the time that Duran Duran, Spandau Ballet, ABC were kind of just beginning to bubble up. And then after calling up the major newspapers and getting turned down, I called up Record Mirror. I called up NME. And then I called Sounds. And I said, do you need any photographers? Literally, just, do you need any photographers? And she said, let me put you through to Robbie. She's the live editor. Maybe she needs somebody. I'm like, okay. So I go there, Robbie Miller. And I'm like, hi, Robbie. My name's Steve Payne. I'm a photographer. Do you need any? And she's like, yes, tonight, Gang of Four. I need three 10-8 black and whites on my desk by 1 o'clock. Do not fuck this up. And hung up the phone. And I'm like,
incredible.
Oh, shit. So I call up Gus. I'm like, Gus, I need your camera. And then I went out and I took the photographs. And then I'm like, I don't have a dark room. How am I going to get these? So I went back to one of the labs that I was working with, picking up stuff. And I said, I was like knocking on their door at 9 o'clock in the morning on Clerkenwell Avenue. And I'm like, I need these processed quick. And they're like, yeah, we can do that. Come back tomorrow morning. I'm like, no. You have to do it now. I need them by 12. And he's like, okay. And so he processed the photographs. I picked out 3. They did 3 black and white 10-8s. I walked from Clerkenwell around to Goswell, and then I'm like, slapped them on her desk, and she goes, these are great. Call me tomorrow. And that was it.
Brilliant.
Whoa, incredible.
Now, the lesson to be learned here is you don't start at the bottom.
No.
Up.
No.
Start at the top and work down until you can squeeze yourself in.
Sure.
And then you start to go
back up again. Yeah.
But don't start at the bottom, because then you're with all the fucking idiots down at the bottom.
Start with Gang of Four.
Yeah. And it was at the Lyceum. I don't know if it's still open. Probably not. It's probably condos by now. Just near the Old Witch.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's still there.
It was a beautiful old theatre, and it was a fucking awesome gig that I was going to go to anyway.
Wow. Yeah.
Because Gang of Four are probably one of the greatest bands ever. And they're still going. I mean, they've mostly died now, but John King is still alive and still being weird John King.
They're still making great albums as well, Gang of Four.
Making great albums, yeah. Because it's like, I mean, Andy Gill was such a great guitarist. A very stylized guitarist. He's very choppy.
The whole of that post-punk sound is him, basically, right? It's
Yeah. And so I took photographs of the band and handed them in to Robbie. They posted them, and I'm like, great. And then a couple of months afterwards, I got a call from their management company saying, can we use some of these photographs on the album sleeve?
Oh, wow.
So the very first photographs I ever took and got paid for, I got paid for twice. And that was fantastic. You know, it's like, and I was doing probably 1 or 2 live bands a week for Sounds. You know, you get to know, I mean, the marquee was like my front living room, you know, it's like, I knew everyone there. They'd always just let me in the door because they knew me. And so you just, you know, I don't know where I'm going to go tonight. I'll just go to the marquee and see what's there. And you walk in and, like, you know, the Buzzcocks would be playing, or Tempole Tudor. I saw Eddie Tempole there.
Sure.
Just by walking in and going, fuck, this is great, you know?
Yeah.
So, And the sad thing is that London's really had that kind of stripped out from it. I don't know that any of that exists anymore.
Yeah, probably not, right?
Not. I wouldn't have thought so. Not in the same way. No.
Yeah. All right. Well, you gave us kind of a list of people you've worked with, and I had a quick look on your website and stuff. Is it okay to just go through a few names, and you can tell us the stories behind the photos?
There's a story behind it.
Well, great. Well, first of all, I mean, the Royal Highnesses, Lemmy and Ozzy. Can you tell us about that photo? It's a great photo, by the way.
Yeah, that's the photograph I've been paid more for than any other picture.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right.
Because it ended up getting licensed to a company that put it on a T-shirt that's sold in Urban Outfitters, which is an American brand. And they licensed it and stuff. And yeah, they put out a bunch of T-shirts. And so 2 years they've licensed it. I hope they keep licensing it because it's like 1,200 euros a year for that.
That's why you're sitting on a boat in Malta.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's because my mother died and I used my inheritance.
Right. Wait, that's a great way to do it, though. That's a great way to spend it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told her that, and she's like, "I thought you liked airplanes." I'm like, "Yeah, but you can't live on an airplane." She's like, "No, that's true." But yeah, it's like the photograph was taken at the Embassy Club, which used to be a club in the basement. There's a sort of restaurant on the top floor, on the ground floor, but downstairs was this rock and roll bar that was open till God knows what hour in the morning. I'm sure the cops knew about it, but they just didn't really care. And you'd go there on a Thursday night was the best night. Everyone used to pack in there on a Thursday night, and there'd be like Angie Bowie and a bunch of those people, and a couple of Spandaus would be there, and whatever. And Lemmy and Ozzy were there often. You know, it's like we shared many beers. And at one point, I just saw them talking together. I'm like, "Hey, guys, can I get a quick picture?" Because I've always got my camera with me, you know. So
best ones.
I think I had 2 or 3 pictures. And then they're like, "Yeah, great, have a beer," you know. And then that was that. You know, super nice people. And I hadn't worked with Lemmy before, but I had worked with Ozzy before. I took photographs of him when he bought a manor house up in a little village called Chalfont St Giles.
Okay.
And it's like about 20 miles north of London. And I had to photograph him for Record Mirror. So you drive up and you show up at his house, and you know, it's like you ring the doorbell and it's like ding.
The Lord of Darkness appears.
And he opens the door and he's like, "Oh, hello," you know, he's the humblest man in the world. "Hello, thanks for coming," you know. So we went out, we did the photographs of him, and then hung out for a minute. And I remember that Jack and what's his daughter called?
Kelly Osbourne.
Yeah. They were dancing on the kitchen table.
Right.
We walk past the kitchen, he looks in and he's like, "Kids, get down." And you're like, they're literally like almost falling off and this marble, and you're like, "Oh,
right."
God. He's like, "Oh, they'll be all right."
So it is much like it's portrayed on the Osbournes. That is chaotic.
He's kind of sort of bumbling kind of guy, but just super nice and friendly.
But, he was loved by everyone, right?
Yeah, and like Sharon used to do everything for him. He wasn't really, he couldn't really manage his career so much. So he just handed over everything to Sharon because he trusted her and she had his best interest at heart. So he's like, "Sharon." That's how he was. So it all worked out for him and whatever.
It's really cool to hear that photo's totally spontaneous, not like a photo shoot or anything like that. That's really cool.
No, it's just them.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. Who else have we got? You mentioned Björk. I said Björk, is that right?
Björk, yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
I met Björk at MTV Europe after about a year of MTV. they opened in Europe, and I was one of the star photographers, and we'd get just bands come through there, and they'd all want a photograph with the host of the show, and then whatever, and I think it was the Sugar Cubes. Yeah, it's before Bjork was a solo artist.
Okay.
Sugar Cubes.
Yeah.
And I remember I was taking the photograph of the band, and I'm like, Bjork, where are you looking? And she's like, no, I'm looking at you. And I'm like, no, you're not. Where are you looking?
No.
Because her eyeline, and I had this weird watch thing that I bought in Camden Market for like $5, £5, and I'm like, you're looking at my watch, aren't you? And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, all right, here we go. I'll give you my watch, but you've got to look down the. So I gave her my watch because I had another one at home, but I gave her my watch and got those photographs. And it meant that there was a bit more of a connection between me and her.
Yeah, you've broken the ice.
And it's like, that's what being a photographer is. You got to capture that image. And so, that was, and then you just, I'm meeting new bands all the time, but they were in Camden, just behind High Street. They used
That's amazing.
Yeah, I don't think they're there.
Do you have any other tricks for kind of that kind of ice-breaking moment to get that connection?
That's the skill of being a photographer. It's like anyone can just push the button, especially these days when you've got an iPhone that can shoot amazing pictures. But and I mean, I'll shoot panoramas and stuff like that. But if you're working with people, you become their therapist for a couple of minutes. You
have to get them to trust you, right?
Yeah, yeah. And it's like I was once working with the on Sunday. I think it's gone now, but it was some Sunday, the Sunday Star, maybe, I can't remember. But I knew the editor, and she said, we're going to Germany to photograph Sting because he's playing a solo tour. So we get to Hamburg, and we show up, and everything's great, nice hotel room, cars everywhere, and she goes to interview Sting, and Sting's like, no, I fucking hate your newspaper. I won't be in it.
Wow.
He's like, I'm not kicking you out. You're welcome to talk to anybody. I'm just not going to talk to you. And she panicked, and she's like, what are we going to do? And I'm like, we got this.
Yeah.
I'll take photographs of all of the crew, everybody in the crew. You interview all the crew, and I'll take a photograph of Sting singing live.
Okay. Right.
And what they did was they in the newspaper, they put the pictures of all the crew right around the edge of the page, and the big photograph of Sting live in the middle, and it looked freaking awesome. It looked so good. And
problem solving, yeah.
Yeah, because we got to get something for the newspaper. If you work for a newspaper, I didn't get anything is not a good answer.
Not an option, is it?
No.
What was Sting like? Did you talk to him?
I didn't talk to him either. He wasn't interested. Didn't want to talk to the newspaper. I heard through feedback that he actually thought the piece was very good. Because it was very good, because it takes a freaking army of people who are very skilled at what they do to roll in, build a stage, light it, put up big speakers and sounds, do a show, and tear it all down and move on to the next place.
Yeah,
everyone's really fucking good, It's like, so that was who we featured instead of him. So the fact that he had deflected meant we got to do that, and it worked out perfectly.
That's cool.
Right.
That's cool. Yeah.
That's cool.
How about EMF? I think you had James Atkin. We've had him on the show. Lovely bloke.
He's already been there?
Yeah, he's been on the show. Yeah, it was great.
We spoke to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just a nice guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so nice. Yeah, super nice.
He said you guys are total pricks, but that's
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Yeah, I oddly enough, the very, very, very first music video I ever did was when I was running cameras at the Rock Garden. Remember the one in Covent Garden?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah. It's closed now, but I used to show up there every night and just point the cameras, and then they'd have TV screens upstairs and outside and whatever all over the place, and we'd always record it. And one of the bands we worked with was this band called The Wheel, and they didn't ever.
Never heard of them. No,
but good name for a band though.
Sure.
And then, so the lead singer came up to me after the gig and he's like, "Can you do us a music video? You seem to know what you're doing." So I'm like, "Sure I can."
Yeah.
I had no idea. And so I'm like, "Of course I can." So what are you going to need? I go home and I'm like, "Well, just have them give me the song on a DAT machine, so it's like regular speed, and we'll just have the band mime to that song over and over again, and I'll just shoot it." So I made the video. It was a good little video. I still have it online there somewhere. And then one day, years later, I worked with EMF in Los Angeles. I shot another video for them. I looked at James and I'm like, "James, were you in a band called The Wheel?" He goes, "Yeah, I played rhythm guitar for a few months with them." I'm like, "I did the video for you at the Rock Garden." He's like, "Holy shit."
Wow.
And so we've always stayed in touch. He lives up in the Yorkshire Dales with his nice wife, Rachel. They got kids and he teaches in a school and,
he seems very content up there.
Yeah. But they still go out and tour. They still go out and do a few things.
They're still doing.
They're in Florida right now.
Oh wow!
They go to America every year, I think, and do a little tour. I think. Yeah.
Earns a few extra pounds for them, and they have fun.
They're still big over there, right? They've still got quite a loyal following out in the US.
It's that one freaking song.
It's a good one, though. It's a good one.
It's a really good song. I was watching some movie trailer, and they used that song all the way through this 2.5-minute trailer. And I wrote to James, I'm like, "That's going to pay some money." He's like,
"Sure. Yeah."
Probably to use that in a trailer all the way through is probably $20,000 to $30,000.
Oh, wow.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
I mean, I think
not bad.
I don't know how they break up the royalties for it because I know Ian Dench wrote it, the song, and James wrote the lyrics, I think. Or
bad the song you wrote like over 30 years ago, is it?
Oh, well, that one's big. That's bank money. That all the time. You know,
that's great.
But yeah, they're all super nice people. I shot a video. It was one morning I woke up. I used to listen to K-Rock, and they played this song, and I'm like, "That's a friggin' cool song." It was called "Search and Destroy." It's an Iggy Pop cover, and I'm like, "That song's freaking awesome." And as soon as he sings, you realize he's got a very distinctive voice. I'm like, "That's EMF." And then like an hour later, my phone rings, and it was my producer who I was working with. She goes, "EMF called and they want you to do a music video for them." I'm like, "For Search and Destroy?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Fucking hell." That was the best call. And they'd actually fallen out a little bit with their record company, and they didn't want the record company involved. They were like, "Yeah, we're going to play. We want you to shoot us and just make us look like a good live band, because that's what we are. We're not a little teeny bop pop band and stuff. We rock. We're great." And so they played at the Palace which was inconveniently close to Capitol Records, which is literally a stone's throw across the street.
Right.
So we're shooting this undercover music video for them, which is just them playing live and stuff. And at one point, someone walks in and goes, "What are you guys doing here?" And they're like, "Oh, we're busy. We're just doing a little project thing, you know." And they go, "Okay."
You know.
But I mean, those were the days when the record companies would charge the artist 60,000 for the music video, and it only cost $5, and they would deduct money from their royalties until the 60,000 was. So they just said, "No, we're just doing it ourselves." So we got, I think we got paid 10,000 to shoot it and edit it and stuff. And when I finished it, I was battling with the producer because she says, "It's not right. It needs more." And I'm like, "No, it's perfect." And she goes, "Okay," because that was the days before the interwebs. You had to FedEx a 3/4 inch tape, England, and then wait until you get a phone call.
Crazy.
And when and wait until you get the fax came in.
Sure.
It just said, "Love it. Don't change a thing." And I'm like, "Fuck you, producer. What do you know?"
Sure.
I nailed it.
Sure.
Don't change a fucking thing. So that was fun, you know?
Yeah. Great stuff. Great stuff. Let's have a couple more.
Also, when I told them that, because the bar they wanted to go to the Dragonfly. They were all a little bit altered and had a few cocktails, maybe.
Sure.
Well, and they were like, we really want to go out tonight, but we'll stay as long as you want us to stay and do the video. And I'm like, no, we'll be done by 1:00. So you keep that limo warm outside. We're piling into it at 1:00 and we're getting to the Dragonfly. And so I did. And at the last take, they kick over the instruments, whatever, and walk off the stage and walk straight to the limo. I jump in with them and off we go. I didn't talk to the palace anymore. I left that for the producer.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Rock and roll. That's great. Right. I'll ask a couple more. I want to ask about the Cardiacs and Tim Smith. I know we got a lot of Cardiacs fans amongst our listeners. Tell us about working with.
My friend Dave Chelsea introduced me to Cardiacs, and life has never been the same.
Sure. They're one of those. They're one of the last kind of cult bands, right? They're yeah.
I don't know what it is about Cardiacs, but Tim was a genius. Tim was an absolute audio genius, and if you listen to one of their songs, he's written that out musically. Every single cymbal crash, every triangle, every note is written out. And that's what the band had to be really good to understand all their instructions. Very, very particular about what he wanted. Really easy to work with because he knew what he wanted. If you're working with someone who doesn't know what they want, it's problematic, shall we say. Yeah. But Tim knew what he wanted. And once you got into his way of thinking, which is, can we make it more absurd? Then I got it, and we clicked, and I started shooting stills for him, and I did a couple of videos for him. And then, then I got asked to shoot a live concert for Napalm Death.
Wow, great!
And I knew Napalm Death, but I can't say.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I can't say I'm a fan of Napalm.
Sure.
You know,
they're an acquired taste. Yeah.
They were Napalm Death. I liked what they were, and they were nice people. But we got asked if we could shoot a concert, but to be honest, they didn't really have a fan base, a massive fan base, and Cardiacs did. So what we proposed to the person, a guy called Mike Smith, was like, we really want to shoot, like, make it look great. I'm like, well, why don't we shoot Cardiacs in the afternoon and then shoot Napalm Death in the evening, but we'll shoot it out of London and we'll do it all with like big coaches, so they can't leave. They have to be audience for Napalm Death, and they like Napalm Death anyway. But at least we've got a captive audience, and we'll just tell them to go crazy. So we opened the bar. It was probably a free bar for an hour, and just shot Napalm Death, and then shot Cardiacs at the live concert. The all the This Is a Mare's Nest, which I don't know how it turned out as good as it did, because it was very chaotic. Because we were shooting 2 live concerts in one day with an audience that was just like Cardiac's audience, but it was very hard work. But the band were great, the audience was great, and we shot it at an art center in Salisbury. It's an old church, and it's still. I get told, my God, that's the best live concert I've ever seen. Because it just, there's, when you're shooting a concert, I don't like it if you've got like overhead shots and a crane over the audience and stuff, because to me, that's not what the audience sees. So I would rather
from the audience perspective, right?
Right. I would take the money that the crane costs and get 2 more cameras and 2 more camera operators. And I put them at the front or put them in the audience. So they're actually shooting in the audience and shooting up at the band. And I've always thought that rock stars are on a podium. They're elevated above people like you and me, They live on that with the light shining on. So that's what you show in the video. You don't do these fancy overhead shots with cranes here and cranes there and whatever. It's like, let's just get in the crowd and
really interesting.
Experience what goes on. And it worked out well. It worked out really well for Sepultura.
Okay, so that was a video as well.
Yeah, that was a live concert that we shot. And I worked with a producer friend of mine, Steve Mallet, and he always said to me, he's like, all right, you do the creative stuff, I'll do the financial stuff. We'll talk about it, about creativity and financials, but I get the last call on the money and you get the last call on creative. Great. So we worked together for years. We did tons of bands. And I got a call when he was on holiday and they said, send us a budget to shoot Sepultura. I'm like, oh, fuck. They're huge. They were like out of Brazil. And I'm like, all right. So I'm like, all right, you get to drag and drop the template and fill in blanks and add money here and add money there. Because I know Steve's going to say you didn't budget enough. So I got to the end and I'm like, I'm just going to add another £5,000 to the end of the budget. And I sent it off to the record company, and they were like, immediately they were like, "Yep, no problem, sounds great." I'm like, here we go. So I then went to Brazil because I'm like, they're such a Brazilian band.
Yeah,
we can't shoot them in Shepherd's Bush. I've got to go. I got to go to Brazil. So, but this isn't before the days of video cameras that were handheld.
Yeah, they were massive.
So I bought a Super 8 camera and a bunch of Super 8 film.
Wow.
Took that to Brazil and shot a couple of their concerts in Brazil and all the chaos that went on. It's like we shot them in one place and I'm like, I heard someone died.
Okay.
And they were like, only one?
Jesus.
Right.
Seriously, I walked back into the room. Someone died. Only one? Like, and they meant it because it was like such a fucking crazy night.
Yeah.
And, if you ever get a chance to go to Brazil, go. But life's a little cheaper out there. It's like there's children standing on trains and on cars. And you're like, the fuck? Why don't you put your child on the back seat? Whatever. I break gently. And so I went to Brazil. I toured Brazil with Sepultura, which if I ever tell a Brazilian, they're like, oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I had to share a fucking bedroom with Max a couple of times.
Right.
And I
Wow.
don't want to do that. Don't want to do that.
Sure.
He snores very loudly. So I
There you
go
go.
out-
It's exclusive. Max
That's
Cavalera,
exclusive, yeah.
snorer.
Yeah. But again, great people. I was hanging out with them for 3 weeks, just touring around and shooting them and whatever.
And that's cool as fuck, man.
Yeah, I think I slept with Max's ex-girlfriend. She's like, don't tell Max. I'm like, hey, I won't.
Does he know?
Now.
Well, maybe. Hey, Max, how you doing? Duda. She was called Duda, and I'm sorry, but she was really gorgeous.
Not sorry.
There you go. Fair play. Fair play.
Who else?
Who else? Yes, not musician, but how about Robin Williams? He's an interesting character.
Robin Williams, I worked with him. I got a call from a friend of mine, and he'd been asked to shoot this comedy show at a big hotel. And I'm like, sure. And I was quite well known for doing like the handheld camera at the front of the stage. And I mean, I can operate the cameras with the long lenses and stuff, but I'm best if I'm handheld at the front. I don't know if I'd be any good now. I'm too old. I used to be really good. I might still be good. I don't know. I should talk to him beforehand and let him know that I know what's going on. I'm not just a camera operator.
Right.
And so I go out, and he's in his dressing room, and I wait till he comes out of his dressing room, and I'm like, hi, Robin, no, Steve. And, we shake hands or whatever. And I said, I'm the handheld camera operator at the front of the stage. I just want to let you know that I will play with you. You can do things, and I'm not just going to shoot you. It's part of the show, And he's like, good to know. And he did. He would use the camera for some visual jokes and stuff like that during the show. But right at the beginning, he comes on stage, and it's 1:00 in the morning because he got delayed because there was bad weather in San Francisco. But they finally they announced, though, the support comedians are going to do extra time because Robin's stuck at the airport and he's on his way here. Nobody left because he was like really at his peak of his comedy career. So he walks on stage, he starts doing his performance, and then he sees this girl, and she's probably 7 or 8 years old, standing on one of the tables near the front. And he looks down at her and he goes, hello, what's your name? And she's like, he's like, oh, well, Samantha, how old are you? She's like, I'm 7. He's like, right. Okay, everybody, it's a clean show. And he did the next hour without swearing or anything sexual or suggestive or whatever. Basically, his entire show was aimed at that girl.
What?
But he just turned it on, and it wasn't a problem.
Yeah.
And, he'd like talk to her during the show and stuff like that. And it was amazing to see. It was really amazing to see.
Incredible.
So, Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Yeah.
All right. Fine. Well, last one, maybe. I've got to ask about Elon Musk. I mean, he's a super villain in my book. So if you've got any inside information, then...
I knew Elon before he turned into a total fucking jerk. Right. I don't know if we're allowed to swear on your podcast.
Yeah, of course. Especially when talking about Elon. I think I've called him a cunt a few times.
Yeah. Elon's an interesting guy. He's obviously on the spectrum.
Yeah.
He is super intelligent. All these people that go, oh, he just bought companies and, used their technology and stuff. Yeah, he did that to an extent, but he was involved at every step in Tesla and SpaceX.
Mm.
And it absolutely would, none of those companies would have done anything if it wasn't for his intelligence and drive. I worked on a film. The first time I met him was I was working on a film called Who Killed the Electric Car, which is by my friend Chris Payne called up and said, "Hey, Paney, we've got no money left, but we still need some stuff shot." And so I went out and shot it. And then when he did the follow-up, which was The Revenge of the Electric Car, then we worked a lot closer with Elon and some other people. And that's when I met him a few times. And he was nice. He was polite. You could tell he's thinking faster than you are.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, sometimes someone will ask him a question and you'll see him hesitate for 3 seconds longer than you expected to. It's because his brain is doing this and your brain is doing. So, very creative and clever, but lacks social skills big time. And, I mean, it's like Tesla is an amazing car. Have you ever driven any of them? So, it's like you put it on and you touch the pedal and it goes and shoots off. And it's just beautiful to drive and just handles amazingly. And you're just like, this is the future of cars. And then he just went and started spewing crap. And now Tesla people are like, you drive a Tesla? As if it's a bad thing. Actually, it's an amazing car. A friend of mine, she's a little bit on the right, but she still thinks he's a bit of a prick. But she's like, yeah, I'm buying a Tesla because they're cheap these days and the used market.
Right. People are getting rid of them.
Yeah, it's the best car you can have, you know? But now, like, BYD have just outsold Tesla. They're a really good little car company out of China. But the head of BYD is a little bit like Elon Musk. You know, he's this entrepreneur who's very driven and has believed in electric cars for 20 years. You know, he's like, this is the future.
Yeah.
Is he less of a fascist?
I don't know his politics, but he seems reasonable. It's like just whatever. So I don't know what's going to happen with Elon. I mean, if I met him again, I'd say, hi, how are you doing?
Sure.
You know? It's not like we didn't hang out socially, but I definitely met him like 5 or 6 times. He actually came to a party at my loft. I used to have a big loft. Yeah, the Red Loft. The Red Loft was a place in Los Angeles, and there were 3 of them. It just occasionally, because if you live downtown in LA, you're probably going to have to move at some point. You just are. That's how it works. But he came to one of the parties that I had because he was, I don't know, maybe dating a friend of mine. I don't know. And she's like, "Have you met my friend Elon?" I'm like, "Elon, how the fuck are you?" You know, give him a big hug and stuff. But that was after Tesla had started going up, but hadn't reached their peak by a long shot. That was probably 10, 11, 12, something like that. Yeah. But yeah, I saw you just interviewed Kevin from Candlebox.
Yes. Yeah. You shot them as well, right?
Yeah. I did an interview with the band, hung out with them for a bit up in, where are they, Seattle? I can't remember. Yeah, Seattle.
That's where they're from, Seattle. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Nice guy, just really down to earth. You know, it's like
really nice chap.
Good little band. You know, they're just
I had a good listen to them for that. Well, I sort of dabbled with them in the past, but I had a good listen when we did the interview. And yeah, I think they're quite surprising to a lot of people because a lot of people would just know them from their big hit.
Yeah.
But, they rock.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
He's a great guitarist as well.
Yeah.
He's one of those guitarists
that
he's practiced a lot. So technically he's really good and stuff. But yeah, I ended up shooting a music video for him as well. By accident, because I had a producer friend, and he's one of those producers that knows he doesn't know anything about making music videos, but people keep asking him to do them. And he just like goes, he just hands over the reins to me in that case. And, you know, he has the concept, and then I'm the camera operator, and I'm basically shooting the whole thing because I know I'm going to have to edit it as well. And then I edited it, but I've forgotten the song now. I'll send you a link to it.
Send it over. Well,
they kind of screwed up the edit a little bit after I'd edited it.
Yeah,
they did some re-edits on it that make it look a little bit silly, but you know,
Sure. You mentioned earlier about, you know, people can get an iPhone and take a picture and stuff. How has technology changed the job that you do over the years?
It's a different job.
Basically, yeah.
It's entirely different. I mean, the resolution you get from an iPhone, a new iPhone these days, it's crazy. You know,
that's right.
And the Androids as well. They're both really good. I just happen to be an iPhone person. It's nuts. It really is crazy. So that's affected it because everyone is a photographer now.
A gig, especially, right?
It's a little bit like handling, you know, giving someone Microsoft Word and thinking they're a writer. No, you're someone who has a device that can capture images.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like there's a moment that it's like, what was it? Cartier-Bresson. It was like you capture the moment. It's like that one little moment. And most people just like, whatever.
That's the art of photography, isn't it? It's capturing.
So that stayed the same, but the technology that I can shoot something in 4K. I don't do wedding videos, but a friend of mine, she's actually.
I'm a wedding videographer. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I do.
So I'll send you the video that I did.
Do it.
She's like, she's like, can you make a video thing for our wedding? It's in Italy. We'll pay you. I'm like, I don't do wedding videos. She goes, great. We don't want a wedding video.
Yeah.
We want one of your films. We want you
to
just come along and just shoot whatever you want. We'll pay you up front. And
that's brilliant.
We'll give you a nice hotel room and free food and drink. You'll have a great time. And so that's what I did. And I just edited together for him, and it turned out beautifully. I mean, it's like Neil, you'll know what you really aim to do is make the old ladies cry.
Exactly. If people cry when they watch my films, then I'm happy.
Yeah, that's what you did.
That's what you do, yeah.
You know, and so they were a great couple, super, super nice couple. And I want to just capture that moment of when they met and stuff like that. And it worked out really well. But I don't do wedding videos. But it worked out.
But you did that one, and they loved it. So that's the crucial bit.
Yeah. My friend, her mother, she's like, I cried all the way through it. And I'm like, good.
It always gives you a bit of a buzz when you hear
Gore. Well, if you can touch anybody with some pretty pictures, you know, I remember seeing a Saturn commercial, and I'm like, oh my God, that fucking commercial made me just tear up a little bit.
I mean, yeah, visual art, especially when you mix it with audio, then yeah, it's a powerful.
Oh yeah, you
powerful
get
thing.
that minor D chord, and you just put that underlying there, and show the old ladies, and you show that couple hugging, and yeah, you're like, oh,
done in
it. Nailed it. Yeah. The day they got married was probably the hardest day's work I ever did in my life, though.
It's hard work. It's hard.
It's just me. I didn't have an assistant. I got
I'm always on my own too.
I got a drone I want some drone footage of the church, and I got this and that, and then they're doing it there, and they're doing it here, and then they're doing
it's a full-on day. It's a full-on.
Oh my God! I remember right at the end, she's like, "How did you do?" And I'm like, "I'm fucking exhausted."
Everyone always asks me, like, did you get all the shots you want? I'm like, oh, fuck no. Till I get home, I don't know what I've got. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I found out that I'd always tried to get her sister. That you'd want her sister in the video. And every time I tried, that we were just in different places and I didn't get her. And then she calls me up and she goes, "Can we put me in the video?" And I'm like, "We'll find out a way." And her sister's fucking brilliant. She's so good. So we did her like with a weird little tiara drinking and making comments on the video.
Popped it in afterwards.
Okay. Yes.
It worked out well. So yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, how much do you charge?
About 2.5 at the moment.
I'm going to say 2 to 3. Yeah. It's reasonable.
Yeah.
The amount of work that goes into it, it's you know.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but I'm very grateful for it. I still think it's a great job. Like, I actually physically work like 20 days a year, so it's all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
You really fucking exhausting. Fucking hell.
Do you shoot bands at all?
I do now and again. Yeah, I do now and again. But there wasn't much money in it because it's quite sad.
There's no money in it.
Not like huge bands, but I do it as a passion project now. Yeah, so if I know bands and they want videos, I've got one coming up. Actually, I do it for friends and stuff. Yeah. I do enjoy it.
Oh, making music videos is the best fun you can have with your clothes on. You know, it's just like, because it doesn't matter what happens. Whatever happens, it's going in the video. Sure. The drummer got hit by a passing car. Did you shoot it?
Yeah. No, it's good. I do enjoy it.
All right, Neil, do you want to ask our final question?
Right, yeah. So we asked all our guests that come on. You hung out with a fair few people in the 90s. If you could have been in a band in the 90s, which band would it have been in and why?
Wow.
Okay. That's an interesting answer.
Yeah. I worked with them once. I got a call from my friend Katie Elworthy, and she's like, "Paney, I need you to go and photograph this band. They're at Rack Studios this afternoon. We'll pay you. They're really good. They're not signed yet, but we think they're going to be great." Because she was their music publisher. She was worked for their publishing company. And she goes, "They just write the best songs. They're going to be huge. They just are."
I did all right, didn't they?
Yeah, they're still doing great. They still go out and tour. Yeah. I mean, Justin, very sadly, has got Parkinson's disease.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got diagnosed with Parkinson's, and they didn't tell anyone about it because he didn't want his mother to worry. And then his mother died, and then they went public with it. Wow. And he can still sing fine, and he can still play bass okay on good days. Yeah. But he goes, Parkinson's is one of those weird things you don't know if it's going to be a good day or not. Yeah. But they've got new medicine and new treatments and stuff. So he's like, well, I'm just going to keep going until I can't do it anymore.
Until I can't.
And I can still write songs. But, if you go back and you look at their sort of greatest hits, there's so many great songs. He's one of the true songwriters.
Storytellers.
The lyric. I mean, no one really gives a shit. I mean, if I ask you to quote Jesus and Mary Chain lyrics,
sure.
I don't know.
Just do like a feedback noise at you.
Are Jesus and Mary Chain one of the best bands that ever existed?
Sure.
Fuck yeah. Right?
Yeah. Saw them recently. Brilliant.
They were the last band I saw when I left LA. They're like 2 days before I left LA, they were playing a gig. I'm like, I don't have time, but I'm going to go. And it was blistering. It was just like, they've got the same guy doing lights. He's done it for years.
Yeah, it's the light show and everything in it. It's everything.
It's basically
it's
the light show is easy. It's like, put all the lights behind the band, take a lot of those colored gels out.
That's it. Make sure that there's a silhouette at all times.
Yeah, silhouettes, exactly. Yeah.
And turn the fucking smoke machine up to 10.
Yeah.
And it
works, though. Yeah.
Brilliant. So good. Yeah. And I mean, these days, when you first were going to gigs, you'd walk out and your ears would be like,
yeah.
And nowadays you can go to a really loud concert, but you can still talk afterwards. And it's like,
they got better.
The speakers have got so much better. The technology has got so much better. And I don't know what system they use, but man, Mary Chain, it was the loudest freaking concert. Well, no, Prodigy was the loudest concert.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, Mary Chain, just great. But I have no idea what they're talking about. But it's wonderful.
Sure.
Whereas Justin's lyrics just really like, I hadn't thought of that, you know?
That's a great answer. Yeah. Don't talk about Delamitri enough. That's great. That's great.
Have they been on your show yet?
No, they'd be a good guest though. Yeah.
Because he's got a book out. So
we'll get in touch, because I did get in touch before, but I'll chase him up, see if we can get him on.
Yeah. Who else? No, the guy from Blur, Dave Rowntree.
Dave Rowntree.
Trying to get him on as well. Yeah,
that'd be another good one.
Lemmy, I am super, super, super good friends with his girlfriend.
Oh, really?
I know. I've stayed at their house. He's a lovely guy. I'll.
Yeah, if you can sort that out.
Put in a word, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Well, yeah, because you've got a great little podcast thing going on, but you don't have enough people watching it.
I know. Don't tell Neil. He's got.
Do try, but yeah, it's difficult.
World ambitions. It is.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of watching it, where's the best place for people to see what you do or to follow your boat adventures and stuff like that?
Oh yeah. I have a YouTube channel called Jaywalking the World. I'll send you a link. But if you just type in Jaywalking the World, it's just my stupid adventures on a boat. You know, it's like
great.
When I bought my boat, the first night I'd really slept on a boat was the night I bought the boat. I have no clue what I'm doing. You know, I'm like,
I'm currently converting a van to live in, so I'm on a similar sort of journey. So we'll see.
Yeah, you just don't
I might
really
meet
know.
at some point.
Nah. Yeah, get you want one of those cheap, like $100 diesel heaters.
Yeah, I've got one.
That's what you need.
You
got one. Oh,
they're great. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a controller for mine right here.
Yeah, they do the trick.
There we go. Simple as that.
Yeah, you gotta have that.
Sure.
Good luck with that.
All right, let's finish there. But thank you so much for taking the time. I'm gonna go on.
Very, very quick mention is festivals.
Yes. Go on.
I mean, I went to Glastonbury and photographed like Blockheads and Madness at Glastonbury years and years ago. And then when I went to the States, I ended up talking to a friend of mine, and he's like, "What are you doing this weekend?" I'm like, "Oh, nothing really." He goes, "You should go to Burning Man." And I'm like, "Oh, what's that?" And it might have been one of the very first things I ever searched on the Google was Burning Man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
It looks brilliant, Burning Man.
And so I went in the next day, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not going to be in this week. I'm going to Burning Man." And off I went. I just went there, and I went 17 times in a row. Had an absolute blast. It was so much fun. And if I set foot back in America, then I'll go to Burning Man.
Yeah.
Well, they'll let me in. It's just a case of, well, maybe they won't let me in. Maybe they'll search my social media. And find
Exactly.
out
Exactly.
But if you just tell them you want to be an ICE agent and they'll let you in. They'll checks on those.
all it takes. We can all do it. We can all do it.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then there's another one out there called Lightning in a Bottle, which is a fabulous festival. There's lots of festivals in California because they got the weather for it.
Yeah, that's true.
There's tons of talented people, and there's tons of creative people, and Lightning in a Bottle, Burning Man, fantastic, good time, and Coachella. Coachella's good as well.
Yes, Coachella. Yeah.
Very commercial, but they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they've got it down.
Sure.
Cool.
All right. Don't jump away just yet, but I'm going to stop the recording. But thank you so much.
All right, there you go. Dave, did you enjoy that one? He's a fun chap, and he's an interesting guy.
Yeah, definitely one of my favourites.
Oh, you say that every time.
I don't.
No, he hasn't said that for a while.
I
He hasn't.
don't.
Go on, why?
Not giving it
Oh,
credit.
he's just enjoyable. I thought it was quite funny.
Yeah, it's a good story.
And
nice guy.
just good stories, good takes.
Just a character, isn't he? Yeah. I did feel like I have to apologise that I constantly said "yeah, man" in that interview, which I'd never do. I've never done before or
Do it all the time.
I don't say "yeah, man."
Just realised.
I say "yeah." I don't say "yeah, man" like that. But I did it like about 4 or 5 times.
Maybe it was because Steve had a bit of an American accent, so you're sort of
could be
getting into the Anglo-American accent.
I hope it might be what happened. But, oh God, if I go to America, that's what I'll do, isn't it?
You're going to switch instantly. Yeah.
I can't go then, can I?
Yeah. Be all right.
It's like Luke and his accent. He's picked up quite a Japanese accent.
I know.
There are certain words where you just like when I tried to say Shakira and I couldn't help saying it in a Japanese accent. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Certain words that just fit like the rhythm of Japanese, so it just ends up like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it makes sense if you live there, doesn't it? Living on a boat for free, that's the way forward, isn't it? Oh, aren't we all doing
Is it dangerous? I was just thinking that,
No,
it must be more dangerous than living normally.
Pirates.
Well, you've got your pirates, you've got your boat leaks, you've got your storms.
Yeah.
You've got to be alert of the weather a bit more, I guess, haven't you? When you're living on a boat, you need to be aware of the storms coming in. Living on a canal boat is different, isn't it? You haven't got to worry about any of that. You're just on a boat. But then there was that sinkhole, wasn't there? There was a sinkhole.
Yeah, fucking sinkhole. Hence in the canal. Yeah. And the boat started falling out of it.
Dave's worst nightmare.
Oh, man, you had your canal holiday last year, didn't you? That could have been you.
Oh, I just missed that by a whisker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to look out for that. Always got to look out for those sinkholes. They can happen any time, anywhere.
Anytime, any place.
Not in the sea.
Especially in the Berwick
area. It's not
area.
a problem in the sea.
Right. So that's one thing you don't have to worry
about. You could fall into a
boat.
whirlpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a sinkhole underneath causing a whirlpool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you get sucked into it. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Neil, did it give you extra motivation to finish your van so you can get in it and
because now I want to live in the
nomad lifestyle?
It's a bit cooler, isn't it, to live in a boat?
It is a bit.
Not colder, more.
Because that was my other option, is to get a canal boat or something. But you're a bit restricted to the rivers, aren't you? Or where you can go.
Oh, I couldn't live in a canal boat.
You've got a normal boat. You got the whole world, man. You got like 70% of the world made of sea, right?
Never say never. That could be the way forward, So yeah, I like the idea of it. For sure. It's a nice boat he's got, though, isn't it? It's not like it is a nice boat.
I mean,
what is it?
It's 11 meters, 9 tons.
It's another John Peel fan. Made that clear, didn't he?
John Peel fan. He did. A lot of people did that, man. I used to listen in bed with a pencil and paper next to the bed, and if something came on, not a penis and paper, no. Pen,
we had that too.
Pencil. I mean, I did. I was holding that as well. To be fair, my own. I'm gonna make clear. Sure. Call me a freak if you like, but yeah. Yes, I used to sit in bed with a pencil and paper with John Peel on. I guess a lot of people did, right?
Yeah,
Why
yeah. I
didn't you
guess we
just
all
look
did that.
online and see what he was playing that week?
It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't that online then. This was like
No, that's what I think Dave
late
was joking.
90s.
I got
Oh,
it.
right. Oh, right. No, but I mean,
Well,
he
yeah, the internet
did
wasn't
go
as
into the
simple.
online era. He died in like
Yeah, it was.
2004, so he
Yeah,
did go into
yeah.
that era. Yeah.
True. You still use a pen and paper now, though. Still your, so how you do, that's how you
Write
roll, isn't it?
notes. Yeah.
Don't you have anything to lean on?
Oh, that's a good point,
Well,
Dave.
I've got
You
a
can't just
table.
write directly onto
You-
the surface.
I've got
Yeah,
a
if you're
table.
writing in bed, you're going to
Oh,
put the
no.
pen right through the paper, aren't you?
No.
No, I just like by the side, you know,
Why haven't you got a
side of
little
the pen.
notebook, like a pad or something?
Like a clipboard, you mean?
What's
Like
he
a little
doing?
Pad,
A
like a
pad.
notebook, like a pad.
Yeah, I didn't think of it. No, I just used to use scraps of paper and
It's lucky you showed us that.
I wish
Neil,
I
we
had
wouldn't have
done
known
that.
what you meant.
I know.
Oh man, that would have been a great thing to keep though. If I had made it, if it had been a pad, I might still have it and I could look
You
it
could
up.
have
And that would be
published
good
that,
to have,
couldn't
wouldn't it?
You could publish
I
that.
just don't think anyone's interested. Would have been interesting to look back at though.
Yeah, I just love the way he just said, "I'm going to be a photographer," and then he was.
A lot of people we speak to, it's all about the hustle, right? He's just, he did that, but he also phoned up every major newspaper.
course. You don't
Then he
just-
phoned up the music. That you got to have that hustle, right? I couldn't do that.
Yeah. If you decide you're going to do something, yeah, you have got to have the hustle to do it as well. Yeah, you've just got to have courage in that you can do it and just go for it, haven't you?
Most people aren't like that, are they?
No.
No, I
we
guess.
we'd like to be.
I mean, I did
No.
a similar thing with weddings. I just shot a wedding and told them that I'd done it before and I hadn't, because I was confident that I could pull it off.
You sure
Yeah.
you want to go public with that now?
No, I'd edited weddings before. I just hadn't actually shot one. I gave them a good deal, and it if it had gone wrong, I would have given them their money back. But it was they didn't really want a videographer. They just agreed to do it. So it wasn't like I was. So I think I've covered myself there.
It's
Sure.
so hard, isn't it, to start things like that? You need that little
Yeah.
bit of luck.
Yeah, because it's
hustle, yeah.
catch-22. If you haven't got the work to show people, then they won't take you on. But then if they don't take you on, you can't give them that work. Yeah, so you just got to, at some point, you just got to take a risk, haven't you? I love that.
Yeah.
And he just went and did it and said, "There you go." She said, "Yeah, that's great."
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
start.
There you go. Tonight, Gang of Four. Incredible shit, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
Amazing.
And you
Yeah.
said punk is an attitude. Has someone else said that? It seems familiar. Luke, you're the expert. Is it an attitude?
Yeah, come on, settle it once and for all, Luke. What is it?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it is. It's a mindset, right?
Is Barack
Which is the
Obama
same thing
punk?
as an attitude, I guess. Is Barack Obama a punk? No.
Oh, so you disagree
Is
with
It's
me.
spitting in
of-
the street punk?
No, it's not. Depends who you spit
Am
at.
I a punk?
No, you're a
Oh,
punk ass
Staying up
bitch.
late punk?
If it's past your bedtime, yes.
No, it's not showering, punk.
That is totally punk.
What about
Thank
smashing
God,
stuff
punk.
Smashing. Depends what you smash.
What about doing
up? Village
that?
bingo?
Is
Very
that punk?
No. No.
God, it was.
It's hard, isn't it?
Neil was giving the middle finger, by the way, people that are just listening. It's not punk. It is punk. It is hard, yeah.
Are you punk?
Do something punk now.
No, I'm not.
Do something punk.
I think punk is like, I mean, what is it, right? What is it? I guess it's
wearing that scarf
living, wearing a grey and black dogtooth scarf is definitely not punk. Although I think I'd get away with it. I know, because it's
Made of
like living
dog's
outside society, right?
That scarf's made of dog's teeth.
It is. It is made of dog teeth.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Like, there was a great kind of transgender punk band called Gloss, Girls Living Outside Society Shit, a few years ago. And they were definitely punk rock. That's a great
Well, get
it's a great
involved in
name
the
for a band.
comments.
What is
Let us
punk?
know your definitions of punk.
Is
Interesting
Dave
to see.
Jerkin punk?
I think that is
It's
punk.
anti-punk, isn't it?
It's so anti-punk it
It's strange.
becomes punk. Exactly.
strange,
So you don't
yeah.
give a fuck.
But it is horrible how it does feel like some punk people from that era and now might support Trump, for
Yeah.
example.
Well,
They
exactly.
might
You
be a
look
bit
what happened to
right-wing.
fucking Johnny Rotten, right? Exactly.
And we talk about this a bit when I went to those
Yeah.
gigs. And whereas statements that Pop Will Eat Yourself made back in the 80s and 90s went down with all the crowd, they now only go down with like half.
But
The thing
that's
is,
not
well,
punk, is it? Johnny
No,
Rotten
but we
has
talked
ceased
about
to
it
be a
before.
punk.
How about attitudes
Yeah.
change over the years and stuff? Yeah.
But punks were hippies, really, right? Punks are just they want to make the world better, but doing it from the fringes of society. You know.
I want to be a hippie and I want to get stoned.
What
Put it
was
on.
that? What is that? What is it?
Oh, it's that song, wasn't it?
I know. What is it? I want to be a hippie and
Remember
I want
it?
to get down. What is that?
On Marrow.
Yes. Fuck. What is that?
Put it on the
Oh,
playlist.
man. Can I Google it?
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Techno head. I want to be a hippie.
Techno
All
head.
right. Techno head. Fucking A, man. All right. If it's on Spotify, which probably not. Oh, I think it is. Then I'll put it on.
Yeah, it'll be there. EMF Searching to Destroy. It spoke about the music video. So when another watch, it's on YouTube. You can go and watch it now if you want. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Put
You
a
know,
link in the show notes.
but it's cool because it's when James had his dreads and stuff. They all look really cool actually, and like he says in the interview, they wanted it to make it look like they were a great band, which they were, and it does. They do look. It's a great video.
Oh,
It's just
cool.
a gig basically, but yeah, it's all black and white. It looks cool. But when he was talking about how he likes to make his music videos from the audience perspective, it got me thinking about the Senseless Things gig that I went and watched the other week, which is all made from fan footage. So none of it was filmed. It wasn't officially filmed on the night. It was just all fan footage that Cass and the other guys from Senseless Things have all put together. And there was a producer involved. I can't remember his name. Sorry, but so
What about the sound? Is that overlaid?
That was recorded, and Morgan edited that.
Yeah.
Did all the sound and stuff. So that was recorded. But yeah, the rest of it they didn't. They just got from the fans. So it's taken. You can imagine how long it's taken to put it all together, which is.
Did you get
crazy.
something of your own?
I didn't go. Didn't go to the actual gig.
Oh, I thought you did go.
No, I never went to the gig. So that's the first time.
Oh yeah, you saw it in a cinema.
Yeah. So that's one that they showed at the cinema was all put together from fan footage. So it does come from an audience perspective, which does give it something a bit rawer, like he was saying.
It does make a difference, though, right? And it's
well, like 2 days
you know?
before, I went to see the Cure one, and that's totally different. That's all professionally filmed and stuff, and it's all on these booms and sweeping shots and stuff. And it's totally different experience, isn't it?
Sure. You're right. His is a more punk approach.
And punk, innit?
It's punk.
So Senseless Things are punks. They were punks.
They were. They are. Yeah. Totally.
It's funny, isn't it, that he'd also done a wedding video. So you had something to connect.
Coming on to that.
They did talk shop a bit too much, though, didn't they? Fucking hell.
I didn't mind that.
So,
it's fine.
I think I've earned the right to put an advert in here and there. So if anyone is getting married or their kids are getting married, because there's probably kids now, then I do weddings. And if any bands need any videos done, send us an email. There you go.
Neil Collins Films.
That's me. But it was a nice chat. Yeah, nice talking about yourself. Yeah.
Sure. It's good.
Yeah, it's annoying because he was gonna give us some feedback and talk about the podcast a bit, and Luke just cut him off straight away.
Because I thought they were going on a bit too long about that. Yeah.
No, you hardly let him tell us.
Be getting more viewers. You know, that's what he said. He said afterwards as well, and he said, "Guys, you got a good thing going here. There's more people should be watching it." I'm like, I know.
I think he said that on the recorded part as well.
I did.
Yeah,
he did. Yeah,
I'll try my best. So
and he's right.
Guys, keep sharing it. Let's get it out there to the masses.
His story about the Lemmy and Ozzy photo was amazing. The fact that it was totally spontaneous, and it's such a great photo. It's them basically sticking their fingers up into and snarling into the camera, and like he said, he makes money from it now. It's on T-shirts and shit. It's insane, right?
Yeah,
but. And he deserves it. It's such a great fucking photo.
I liked all the money details he gave. I was a bit disappointed, actually, though, that he'd only made $1,000 from the T-shirt this year.
I don't know. It's a 40-year-old photo. Yeah. But I mean, how much can you charge for that? I guess so. I mean, for something you did 40 years ago, it's like
not
passive
bad.
income now, right?
Yeah.
I wonder, with modern technology and stuff, obviously you still do get official band photographers, but it's so diluted now from everyone else taking photos of gigs and stuff. I wonder if it really matters as much anymore.
It really, but I don't know, man. If you go on his website and look at his photos, they're really fucking good. You can tell like the difference immediately, right?
100%, yeah.
And it's not the resolution because I don't know shit about that. It's the composition, you know.
Yeah, and it's like he said, it's photography isn't just about the photo. Well, it is about the photo, but it's
all the hustle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
you got to get in that room.
Yeah,
get the trust.
Get in there.
Get the trust. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's similar. I'm going to go back to it. Shooting weddings and stuff. Yeah, you've got to sort of get inside the couple's mind and stuff, you know. And
well, you do also. You have to be kind of part of the wedding party, part of the family for that day, right?
You learn who's important to them,
there.
what's important to them, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, which you can't do if you're just filming a band that you've never met before at a gig, you know. So I that's why I like all sort of like the ones outside behalf of the gig in the I can't remember what they're called. Where they go after they do the gig, green room, whatever it's called. Yeah, those ones, those shots are always the
dressing
best
room.
one. So I think photography is still important, but I think it does get dumbed down a little bit by everyone on Instagram posting stuff, and it's all so instant now, isn't it? If you go to a gig, you can just post it while you're there. Don't even have to wait till after the gig. Yeah, I guess the photographers who still have access to bands outside of the gig still get the best shots because they're with them in those times where they get this true personality. But on that, I'm talking about technology, new technology and stuff. We didn't really talk about it much in the interview. I want to talk about it now because we could do that, can't we? It's our podcast. I was talking about when he went to see Jesus and Mary Chain, how good it was. And I saw them recently as well. And I have thought about this. Yeah, sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Dave
forgot about your existence, Dave.
He did abandon me there. He hardly spent a moment with me watching these bands.
We kind of watched them separately, even though we were together.
Yeah.
But modern technology, like with light shows and the screens and all that sort of stuff, it is making gigs better in a way, isn't it? And they sound better. The sound is improved over time with technology and stuff. So going to a gig now is much better than it would have been going to a gig 30 years ago, even if you're seeing the same bands, because you've got all the other stuff going on. All the lights are amazing, all the smoke machines, they didn't have big screens till like mid-90s, do you know what I mean? You didn't have any of that.
It's good to have a screen if you're at the back.
You didn't used to have that at gigs. But
I don't know, but it's not just that, is it? It's, you know, it's also the atmosphere and it's the crowd and stuff. And
I'm not saying
all of the venues that have closed down, they would have made the difference as well, right? The venue gives it the atmosphere.
You still need the grassroots venues as well, but I mean, if you're going to see like
to a slightly bigger one, okay, sure. Yeah.
They're much better than they used to be. So you're getting a better experience than you would have done back in the day. But I guess it does mean that the band doesn't have to be as good because they could just rely on the screens and the lights and stuff.
No, I mean, I don't think Jesus and Mary Chain are doing anything different to what they did 30 years ago. It's just you're getting a better experience of it as a.
But if you're talking about examples like, and I don't mind the band myself, but I know you hate 1975. But if you watch their Glastonbury performance, if it didn't have the screens and the light shows and that, it would have been something totally different. I think a lot of bands use it as part of
to compensate for the shitness of their music.
Not always.
And the creepiness of their lead singer.
Oh, that performance
Fuck that
brilliant.
guy, man.
Dave enjoyed it.
It's great.
Fuck
I
that guy.
enjoyed it as well. I thought the Glastonbury one was good. You just don't like them, which is fair enough.
It's not very good. That's the problem.
They are good, I think. It's just, it's annoying that there aren't many bands like on their level now. And yet they're not, maybe they're not good enough to be on that level. But
right, just because there's no one else that they'll do.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Interesting.
Yeah. I know you don't like him, but he's quite charismatic, and
I don't think he is. He does. I don't get it. I don't get the appeal. Yeah, I think Dave's got a good point though, man. So the mediocre are being elevated because there's no one else to take that space. Yeah,
I've been listening to a lot of that Villa now. I didn't want to say it because I can't. I've got the name wrong. What are they called?
Right. It's about. I don't know. That's as far as I remember.
But I'm only listening to them because it's Liam's son, obviously. But they are good, though. They are good. I do think that they might. I think they might tap into something because they have got that 90s sound quite grungy.
They have. I haven't given them a proper listen. I won't judge until I've given them a proper listen.
Because I think that they've obviously got that bass because of his links to Liam Gallagher, but they have got the music to back it up as well. I think so. I think they might be able to fit into space like that.
Jump on the grunge revival bandwagon that we claim is happening.
New grunge and new grunge. New
grunge, exactly.
We've coined that,
We've got copyright on that, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think about his the Elon Musk chat, Dave?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it sounded like true, he was saying he's possibly on the spectrum and...
Oh, he definitely is on the spectrum, yeah.
When he met him, he was probably fine. But yeah, something very odd has happened to that guy over the past few years. There's not much car chat on the podcast, so I welcome that. Talking about the Teslas and the BYDs. Yeah, that was good.
You've got a fucking hybrid. You want to show off about it.
All right, I will.
Go on, Em.
Go on.
Let's have some manly chat.
Yeah, come on.
What do you drive?
Cars.
Yeah, I got Passat GTE, so it's hybrid.
Right.
Passat?
Yeah.
It's a gay name, but go on. Passat.
An electric
What are we talking? What's
car
the
is so much better.
What's the fuel injection?
What's the talk like on it? What's the talk like?
Well, electric cars.
They don't talk. They feel like Kit.
Luke's he's just not capable of this kind of chat, is he?
Literally, I'm not even joking. I don't know what that word means.
And he just passed. Give him a chance.
But an electric car has a massive torque. That's why their acceleration is so good.
What's the fuel injection?
You don't have fuel injection on an electric car.
What's the engine? What's the horsepower? What's the horsepower?
The horsepower on mine, because you can have both engines going at once, is massive.
Both two engines?
Double engine.
Two engines? Double
It's got an electric one and a petrol
I've got four engines.
You haven't? It's got two engines. Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Fucking
so if you've got them going at both at the same time, really going for it, what horsepower are we talking?
I think it's like almost 300.
300?
60? How many seconds? 0 to 60?
Yeah, how many seconds? That's the
I don't know, maybe about 8 or 9.
8 or 9 seconds?
No
idea, to be honest. I don't know what's fast.
Yeah,
no one
knows what's fast on that.
That never meant anything.
Does.
No one knows. Wow, it sounds like a car from the future.
Maybe we should just completely pivot the podcast and just talk about cars.
Just talk about your car
now.
On.
When it slips back to old fuel, it sounds like stepping back 50 years.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like going back to the old gas guzzlers, isn't it?
Well, that's literally what's happening.
No, I wouldn't mind getting a scooter though. Now I've got a license. I wouldn't mind getting
Vespa.
Yeah. Be all right. Nowhere to park it though, but be all right. Quite good to go to work on.
Just drive it into your flat.
Yeah, just drive it in. Don't the ones over there just disappear when you're not using them?
I could get one of those new disappearing ones. All right, I'll have a think.
There you go, Dave. Did you enjoy the car chat?
Yeah, thanks.
All right, we'll maybe do a bit
Tune in next week for some more.
Regular thing.
It won't be.
Regular, once a year, but still regular.
We've been trying to get Fuzz Townsend on, actually, haven't we? We need to get him on and talk about cars.
Dave, we'll get Fuzz on, and then he'll love talking about cars.
All right,
music and cars in his element.
But I did like his little bit of wisdom about not starting at the bottom, starting at the top.
Yes.
Move down, squeeze in, and then slowly move back up.
I really like that too. Yeah.
Made logical sense.
Start at the bottom with all the other idiots. Yeah.
It's funny in American films that it's always literally starting on the bottom floor, isn't it? And working your way up the building.
Yeah.
In the mail room.
I kind of did a little bit like that. His way with my academic publication career.
Yeah.
I kind of did that way. Like the first thing I published was like a very prestigious international peer-reviewed journal. Then I couldn't get anything as good as that since then, But, I'm working my way back up, First mention of Delamitri on the show.
I know. I'm not sure. I wouldn't have thought that you're a Delamitri fan, Luke, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't mind a bit of Delamitri. Yeah.
Right,
Well,
really?
we said before we started recording, Nothing Ever Happened. I love that tune. Yeah.
It's
Are they
good.
Scottish?
Sound like they should be, don't they?
I think so, yeah.
I
think
always
they're
thought they were
Yeah,
Scottish.
you're
but
right.
I might
Scottish
be.
alternative rock band formed in Glasgow in 1980.
Alternative rock band. Well, I guess.
Yeah.
Eh,
Guess. Yeah.
I always sort of
had-
muddle them up a bit with Deacon Blue. Do you remember them?
right, yes.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
See why.
Yeah.
See why,
I would
yeah.
put them under more like AOP, right? Adult oriented pop.
See, I yeah, and I would,
maybe.
I always would put them in the same sort of thing as Texas, which means maybe unfair.
Oh no. Well, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Put
Or
it
like
back in the
Aztec Camera. Aztec Camera, man. Fuck. Great stuff.
Yeah. But Delamitri, they have got some good songs, and he is a good lyricist. They did write some good tunes.
Always the last to know.
Always the last to
Yeah.
know. That was a huge song
Yeah.
back in the day. That was sort of early 90s, I think.
In my old age, I'm getting more tolerant of AOP. I do like it, and I was talking about Aztec Camera recently, man. That tune, Somewhere in My Heart. That's probably like
good.
top 3 favorite 80s songs. Basically, that it's just amazing.
Is good. What about a bit of Bruce Hornsby? Do you like Bruce Hornsby?
I don't know. I only know the one song. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know anything beyond that.
That's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is.
Oh, yeah, it's good, that.
It's good.
Remember, who was that band we used to listen to back in the day? Baby, that's just the way. The Rembrandts. Before they became famous with Friends, they had a few.
I don't know. I don't know about we used to listen to. I think you used to listen
on
to
your
it.
record player, because I remember because it was on your record player that was the wrong way round. You used to have that record player that was like that way round in your house.
How could that
What are you
work?
talking about?
You had a record player that you put it
That's your
in.
fucking trolley, mate. What are you talking about?
You put it in.
Oh, it's like vertical. It's vertical.
Yeah, played it that way. That's impossible, though, right?
No, you can have a vertical record player. That's very, very possible. I didn't have one.
But you need gravity to just hold the needle on the record.
You just clip it in. It works. Yeah, I used to have one.
You had one?
Not that one.
In your living room?
Either way.
In your living room, not in your room.
I know what you mean.
Find out if that's true. Talk to us.
It's just not going to, it's over-engineered. It's not going to work.
Older brother Sam, if you're listening, did we have a vertical record player? Come on. Did we?
I just made it up.
I don't know. All right.
It's just the extra crap you'd have to do to make that work. It's just so pointless.
No, it's just a simple clip. It works easily.
Simple clip.
It's a simple clip.
How could you clip it?
Clip it.
Maybe you didn't have a vertical. Maybe it's it slid in and out on a electric thing, a bit like a CD player.
That's more like it. You don't get vertical record players.
You do. I had a different one, which you could put it on the wall if you wanted to. You can get a vertical record player.
Record player you had in your living room, it wasn't a standard record player. It either came out like on an electric.
Oh, that sounds familiar. Okay, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I don't believe it.
Familiar.
I'm going to have to go and look it up.
Did a song called "Just the Way It Is, Baby." Put it on the playlist.
I know it.
Song, and we used to listen to that quite a lot in your living room, and that's kind of a similar sort
Just the way it is, baby.
telemetry song. All right. So there we go. Thanks so much to Steve Payne. Yeah, go and have a look at his YouTube channel, Jaywalk in the World. It's fun. He's a good videographer as well, photographer. He makes these little videos of what he's doing in Malta. It's just a good watch. Yeah, and go and check out his photos on his website, because there are some amazing ones on there. Bands, places, drone shots, all sorts on there. It's good. Go and check it out. I'll put a link in the show notes. That's it for this one. If you have enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, get involved in the comments, and subscribe to our channel. Like Steve said, it should be bigger. So let's get it out to more people. Share it with your friends. If you're listening, share it with your friends. Let them know that you've listened to this amazing podcast with these 3 hilarious guys on it.
Why do you always say funny when we're not funny? You can say likable, knowledgeable. Why hilarious?
Be for yourself.
That's not hilarious.
I'm none of those things.
It's quite sad, isn't it?
Three guys.
3 guys.
It's about music.
Yeah.
Talking about music, life,
and cars.
cars.
It's basically 90% cars, 10% music.
Sponsor the podcast, Stupid and Contagious podcast at gmail.com. If you're a band, Luke would give you a review. If you're a record label, merch seller, anything like that, send us an email. And we'll shout you out at the start of the show.
If you're new to the podcast, welcome aboard. There's plenty for you to dig into if you're into your 90s guitar music. A couple of people we mentioned. So we got James Atkin from EMF. We got an interview with him. So go back in the archives and listen to that. Neil's got his EMF t-shirt on today, as you can see. Candlebox as well, who Steve has photographed. We spoke to them a few weeks ago. So have a listen to that. It's a really good one. And also I make a playlist, a Spotify playlist, a mixtape, as we call it, for every episode. So a load of stuff we talked about with Steve, Gang of Four, etc. A bit of the Sugar Cubes I'll put on, all of that. And a load of the nonsense we've just been talking about now, I'll stick on as well. A bit of techno head in there for a bit of nostalgia. So have a listen to that.
That's it for this one. Join us next week. It's a Wang week. Join us for episode 129. But until then, Dave.
See you in a minute.